Yo, Landstrip trip right here, the progress report. Shout out my girl Lala. You know what I'm saying? J Star, XL, Boss Brick. Did I get everybody? I think I did. Make sure y'all go get that from my point of view everywhere right now.
The progress report.
Progress report. Hey, it's your girl DJ XL.
Boss Brick the most lit.
DJ J Star.
Cheer. You know, we got our guest in the building, man. The man himself, the Landstrip. Strip chip. I said that backwards. Man, I got dyslexia.
What we eating, bro? What we eating?
I'm just wrapping up the JJ.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. Go ahead. I know how it is. Go ahead and get it in, dog. We gonna let you chew that food real quick, and then we can put the camera.
Word.
Okay.
Now, go ahead and introduce yourself, man. Who are you? What do you do?
I'm gonna go by Landstrip chip, you know what I'm saying? We got the hottest fucking project in the city right now.
Right.
From my point of view, going slap crazy.
Okay. That's the debut joint.
It's like my third project.
Well,
I've been gone for a little second.
Right.
Putting everything together. We back now. We good for.
Talk about the title of the project.
From our point of view, it really just like it wasn't no real deep thought into it. Like I just woke up one morning and I texted to my manager. Like I just text myself from my point of view. He was like, "What the fuck is this?" Like he texted me back like, "What the fuck is that?" And I was like, "That's what I'm gonna call the project." And he was like, "Okay, whatever. Alright, bet. Let's go." So.
Okay. Now, talk about how hard was it picking just those particular songs for the project? Because it's the EP.
Right.
So I'm sure you recorded a lot of songs.
Yeah, man,
And
squad.
then-
My bad.
No. I'm just saying, I'm sure you recorded a lot of songs. So how did you, choose which ones would go on the actual project?
So we picked 10 records. Squad produced the whole project. Squad executive produced the whole project. So we picked 10 records. We did like 40 records though.
Right.
Me and Squad probably did like 40 records. We picked the best 10. It is a lot.
It is a lot.
It is a lot. Like
So-
for me and one producer to do that, like and just lock in like damn near every other day type. So we picked the best. Well, not even the best 10. I just picked my favorite 10 records.
Right.
Yeah.
So y'all picked them. Just y'all.
I picked him and he was just like, alright, if that's what you want to do, we
Right.
do that. It was really 13 songs, but we took out 3. I took out 3 records. One of them I
Okay.
couldn't get clear.
As a feature.
Yeah.
How does that work for people who don't know? Like, whenever you put out a project, is it just a mixtape that you can't, like, you gotta not or worry about that, or is it? How does that work?
Really, that depends on your relationship, like with the people, especially with the people you're working with. It is happening.
It's hot as fuck, bro.
It's a hassle sometimes, but when you know you need to know, you get it situated. But it was just one record we couldn't get the verse cleared, but it's all good.
Right.
We still got it in the cut.
Now talk about the support you be getting, man. Like, literally every tastemaker in the city posted that joint, and you had a listening party, man, and everybody
listening
came
party
through.
was
So
crazy.
talk about that, man. Getting the support. That's a hard thing to do. So.
First of all, I appreciate everybody's support on it. The love I've been getting from my city it shocked me. I ain't expect to be getting that much love from the line. We can drop some more bombs on that. They've been, you know what I'm saying? They've been showing out. They've been showing love.
Right.
They've been showing love. Shout out to everybody who's been posting the project, supporting the project.
I mean, well, why you say that? Why wouldn't you expect that though?
Cause I don't really talk. I don't really fuck with nobody. Like
Okay.
I fuck with who I fuck with. Like I don't reach out to people. Like I'm a tourist, so I'm real like antisocial. I don't like people in my space. Like
Sound like a tourist.
Yeah, facts.
I don't like people. You a tourist too?
No, I just know about science.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, we always talk about science here.
Yeah.
I dated a few tourists.
I just don't like people in my space.
Gotcha.
So, but yeah.
But yeah, man, everybody was definitely in support of the project, man. I was just like, that's beautiful. And like I said, it's a tough thing to come by. But talk about your history, though. You definitely got an extensive resume. So just for the people who don't know, who probably think maybe this is your first go around in music, talk about your journey to get to this point.
Well, I started doing music probably when I was like 16, 17. I signed my first record deal when I was 18. After that, like, really just been grinding, like just on the low-key tip, just doing songs here and there, helping out my homies. Like I always tell people, like I stopped doing music for a couple years so I could help my brothers out to get where I felt like they wanted to be.
Okay.
So once they got their ball rolling and stuff, I was like, alright, I can go back to doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
What you mean by that?
Like just back to doing music. Like I had stopped doing music for probably like 2 or 3 years. Like I wasn't worried about music. It was the last thing on my mind. So,
why is that?
Shit, a lot of reasons. Making too much money outside of music. Too many rappers. Nah. I don't know. It just I wasn't feeling it like for a while, so I just stepped back. I really just recreated my sound, like rebranded everything, and just came back out again.
So talk about that though, falling back in love with it. I think everybody can say that they had an experience where some shit had happened and they just like, man, it just, the love wasn't there no more for a minute, but you always find your way back to it. I don't think anybody can stay away from it too long if it's really where your heart is.
It ain't hard when you good at it.
I mean, of course, but like when your passion, like, like when you got back into it and you got back refocused, like what was the thing that made you fall back in love with it?
Just the will to win. Like the motivation to win and just be great and just for everybody to know that I was great. So I was just like, man, I can't just... I was telling somebody yesterday, I look at it like this, like, if I would have really just quit music, people would have been like, there we go.
Sorry.
No, you good. I was saying, people would have been like, bro, you were too good, like, why did you stop?
Of course.
Like, I don't want to be that dude.
Right.
Like, I got homies who was so fire at sports, basketball, football, and they just run the streets, and I'm just like, bro, like,
that's real shit.
You supposed to be rich as shit right now, doing what you love to do, but you know what I'm saying? You just run around in the street doing absolutely nothing. So I ain't want to be one of them dudes. No,
that's a very important point. So I want to ask you, what does progress mean to you then? Because that's the next question for you, man. That's the key word here, the progress report. So what does it mean to you?
Progress is everything. When I woke up this morning, I didn't expect to be at Houston's for lunch, sitting with the VP from Def Jam.
Okay.
That's how my lunch went today.
You damn scared.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I just got the text like, you know what I'm saying, meet me at Houston's. And that's what it was.
That's major.
Yeah, so that come from just staying down and not giving up.
Absolutely.
That's progress.
Facts. That's why it's always, my bad, go ahead.
Are you good? Yeah, I'm done.
I was gonna say that's why it's always dope to see, you know what I mean? Christina, she always keep me in the loop as to what's going on, and when I see that, it's like, man, that's super dope, because we, I know how it is. And,
we go back.
Yeah, so that's beautiful, man. What did you order from Houston's?
Hawaiian ribeye.
Yes, that shit is amazing.
Fire.
So good. That shit is so good.
My nigga.
So good.
Oh, you ate good.
Oh, you ate hella good.
You ate good.
You was trying to go to sleep.
Yeah,
Alright, you ate good,
Def Jam said.
And they was like, yeah, get what you want. All right.
Right.
Yo,
You
yeah,
get like some
you
Hennessy
sure?
and all that shit,
You
right?
don't tell no black person get what you want.
Hell
You don't do that at
nah.
all.
Oh, let me get one of these to go to. Thanks.
Yeah.
You gonna run it up.
Fact. Nah, we could have paid for it,
No, I already know.
That's real.
but it was taken care of.
Okay. Talk about just business etiquette though. Some people don't know how to conduct themselves. They don't understand that as a rapper, as a musician, you're a brand. You can't just be on no bullshit. You know what I mean? So talk about just business etiquette for you personally.
I feel like the business that's another reason why it took me a second to just come all the way back out, especially with this project. Like, the business gotta be in order.
Facts.
I feel like that I'm big. I always tell my manager, like, I'm big on the music sounding good, the videos looking clean, and the quality and the business being absolutely right.
True.
That's why I'm saying, like, with that one record, we could have put it out, but that would have been bad business. So the business is more important than anything. I feel like more important than the music, because you can make the hardest music in the world.
That is true.
If your business get right, you're not gonna make no money. Your label gonna make all the money off you. In 3-4 years, when you broke, you're gonna be sitting there looking stupid, like, why I ain't got no checks coming in the mail? Because your business wasn't in order, so.
It's real shit.
What are some? Oh my bad.
I was gonna
What
ask
are
you the
some-
same thing. Go ahead.
Where are you?
Yeah.
What